Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and I just got back from the new film Cosmopolis. A billionaire, played by Robert Pattinson, who slowly rides through his massive limousine through Manhattan trying to get a haircut while there's tons of traffic jams because the president is in town and a famous rapper has been slain. And so the film is him going through the city from mid-afternoon till night trying to get a haircut, and the various people he runs across while he's doing that. It's really a difficult movie, and I don't mean that saying that it's bad, because I don't really think it's a bad movie. I just don't think this movie's for most of you, and especially anybody who's watching this who literally they know, maybe they've seen one Cronenberg or they kind of know who he is. This is like the worst film to start with. And because the dialogue's so kind of strange and written, they're discussing things about the economy, and it's really a lot about the economy and kind of how dirty the economy is and how, you know, where the economy's going and kind of this impersonal future. There's a thing about how rats will become currency. There's like a quote at the beginning, and he discusses it in probably one of the best dialogue exchanges, or one of my favorite dialogue exchanges in the whole film, with Robert Pattinson and this other actor, and they talk about what it would be like if rats were currency. And that was actually pretty entertaining. The way the dialogue is and the way the film's constructed and how kind of quiet it is, because he's in this limo and apparently it takes out a lot of the street noise, although you can kind of hear the street noise, but it's very quiet. There's no music throughout most of it, so you're hearing these people talk like this strange dialogue in kind of weird fashion, and outside of the cab it looks kind of green and blue screen, like fake, and it eventually becomes more and more realistic as the story goes on. It doesn't really think about you as an audience member. It's like, this is the story we're gonna tell, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, which is kind of something I like about Cronenberg. But for me, because I'm familiar with it, I appreciate it. I like it. You have Robert Pattinson in this movie, and I think there's a lot of people who see this who have never seen Videodrome or Existenz or anything by Cronenberg ever. And for them to be introduced to him this way, I think is a terrible introduction, because it's just so out there and weird. But the biggest problem I actually had with this film is all the younger actors, except for there's this one actor who has the rat exchange with him. That actor, I actually liked him, but Jay Baruchel and the woman who played Robert Pattinson's wife and Robert Pattinson were really like, I didn't feel like they were delivering the dialogue very well. It's just like they had this is such weird, bizarre kind of dialogue, and it's supposed to be emotionless, but they weren't very good. They were like too emotionless, especially Robert Pattinson. Like, he just didn't seem to be able to really tackle the dialogue very well and give it some life to it. And then you have like Paul Giamatti and Juliette Binoche and Samantha Morton, especially, who does the kind of emotionless thing way better than anybody does in the whole movie, and they're really excellent at it. And I think it's kind of a weird juxtaposition, because you have all the younger actors seem really badly cast in this, and it kind of reminds me, a lot of people say about the star system, that you get kind of bad casting because certain actors are better financially or commercially than others, and you'll cast Pattinson instead of possibly someone who's better for the role. He was tripping on dialogue, rushing things out. He wasn't really giving it enough beats sometimes. I don't think he's a bad actor. You know, it's not, for me, it's not that he was in Twilight or something. You know, and I've seen him in other things. Well, I guess I liked him in that Harry Potter movie. I didn't really see the Twilight movies aren't really good examples of acting or anything, but I've never had a prejudice against him. But seeing it the whole time, and the more I thought about it, he was like my biggest problem, and he's the main character in every scene. When he was with a better older actor like Giamatti and Samantha Morton and Binoche, he came more alive a little bit, but there really wasn't enough to save this movie. And that's like the thing. Like, when I'm watching, it's like, I can appreciate this. I know, I can tell this is a good script, and there's a lot of interesting, like, thought-provoking things, especially about the economy. It gets into how dirty money is now, and how, like, creepy the economy is, and how kind of out of control it is, and how you have these, like, you know, the 1% people who are so out of touch with what's going on with the other 99%. It's an interesting topic to cover, especially in more of a thought-provoking way that Cronenberg presents it, but the problem with it is just that Pattinson drags it down with like this lifeless performance. So if you have seen Cosmopolis and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments and subscribe if you would like to.